What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we is in the building, peep squad. Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get into it. Let's talk about what's going on and what is happening. What is happening with the girls and the ladies. But please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14, episode 2. Baby, it is going down. I don't know what Miss Drew Sidora is going to do. Her and Ralph, they're gonna really have to try to work this situation out, because he told her that she needs to speak to a counselor to learn how to talk to a man right. I was like, Lord have mercy. And she's out here saying that she is walking on eggshells. Lord. And then we have Shereé. Shereé out here, somebody saying that she owes some money. Is Anthony lying? Once again, we're going to hear the situation that Shereé owes somebody money. Do you think Shereé owes, the assistant? Shereé says, he don't really work for her like that. He comes around every now and then. I was like, Lord have mercy. Then you got Kenya Moore. She's over here shailing Marlo Hampton and basically talking about, girl, you just had that barbaric surgery for your edges, chia seeds. Like, Lord, why are you going there on Marlo? And then she's also saying that how you gonna have this surgery, girl, and then on top of that you're gonna put a lace front wig over it, a wig over it. Like, I mean, it is going down, and it seems like, Kandi and Todd are playing the TV issues, playing like, Todd is a little bit jealous. Todd wants, to work on this new project with Kandi, Burruss, and everything. His wife, Lord have mercy, he wants to make sure, he wanted to be a part of the play, be a part of the situation, since he ain't doing too much work around the house, okay? And then Kandi is jealous that he still has his old, condo in New Jersey from a girl he was dealing with 20 years ago. So Todd was spending money 20 years ago, y'all. Todd has some money in the bank. He done brought him a condo out there in Jersey, and now he owns it. And Kandi Burruss don't even have a key to the situation. Like, Lord, Todd is out there living his best life. And, Todd said, you be gone, Kandi. You be gone for months. And Todd is like, Kandi's like, you be gone weekends here and weekends there. And Todd is saying that when he moved into Kandi's house, Lord have mercy, she didn't even flip over the mattress. Everything that she had going on and going down in that bedroom, she didn't even flip over the mattress. And she gonna act like she don't want to come to my condo because it was a girl I was dealing with 20 years ago. Like, Lord, I was like, the shade, baby. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Blessed to you, Todd Bugatti. Blessed to you too as well. So, you guys, it's going down. So, in any event, please don't forget to subscribe to my new YouTube channel. Check me out over there, going live and uploading videos and tea on that channel too as well. So you're going to catch me over there. And the link is down below in the description box, and it's also in the comment section, baby. But in any event, so you got a whole lot going on. I was like, Drew, your man done told you on TV that you are you're second best. Lord have mercy. And Shereé house does look good. Her, Chateau Shereé looks all right. It looks good. She designed it, baby. But she still got people out here talking about Shereé be doing IOU, baby. And there's a whole bunch of people that came out and said that Shereé basically don't want to pay you any money, but what she like to do is give you promo. I was like, ooh, baby, the girls are out here speaking on you, Shereé. And is it the same messy Anthony that was down with Jackie Christie and Jennifer, causing that whole situation with Malaysia? So we shall see how this is all going to pan out. But baby, there was some reason, there was some things going on. And why when it comes to Ralph, why is he always lying? First, Ralph is allergic to garlic, or he doesn't like garlic, but yet they cook food with garlic, and Ralph is okay with the food with garlic. Playing for Rutgers, he never got off the bench. And the first he played, he was wide receiver, and now he was just sitting on the bench. Like, what's going on, Ralph? Like Ralph can't get a story straight if his life depended on it. But in any event, let's get down to the situation. So let's talk about it. When we talk about Sanya, she got her whole family living with her. She got her sister, that's basically her stylist. I was like, Lord have mercy, she just really your sister, baby. Okay, because the way that you was styled to go to Marlo Hampton's events, you know what I mean? Oh, that dress was tacky, baby. But in any event, she got her mother, she got her father, she got 9 people living up in her house. She got her husband, her baby, she got her nieces and her nephews. It is what it is. And her brother-in-law, whatever the case may be, they're fighting over patty cakes or whatever the case is. But in any event, they're looking for their family to stay there. So we shall see. And then we get down to the shade, baby. We get down to the shade where Kenya Moore, she goes to see, Miss Shereé Whitfield, and they're getting along. Shereé's talking about she love her some Kenya. I was like, okay, we see what's going on in this situation. What's happening? It seems like it's a good situation and everything. They cool. Shereé is dropping the tea. Shereé is dropping the business. Shereé is like, girl, did you hear what Marlo said about you? Marlo said that, you had a white refrigerator and you was riding around in Lisa Ray's Range Rover. And Kenya Moore said, I don't even know that girl like that. Like, I don't know her like that. Like, for me to be riding around her Range Rover. I was like, yeah, girl, that's what they saying. And then Kenya Moore was like, okay, so she's going to be talking about that. She's going to be trying to drag somebody. And so they put Sanya on the phone. Sanya, she's basically co-signing the story that Marlo was out here talking crazy about Kenya Moore. And Kenya Moore was like, come on, she ain't that girl. I was like, Lord have mercy. And then Shereé's throwing shade too as well, because Shereé was like, and I wasn't going to wear my joggers because Marlo Hampton done called Shereé and told Shereé that she needs to, don't wear her joggers. And Shereé was like, I could have worn my joggers to that event, because when Shereé walked in there, Shereé was like, girl, this looks like a department store. Shereé is shady, y'all. She is shady. I was like, Lord have mercy. And then in any event, and Kenya Moore was like, yeah, the way that Marlo Hampton event was, she's coming off all pretentious, bragging about her money, and then just talk. It's a turn off. So Kenya Moore is already saying that she's not feeling how Marlo Hampton was behaving at her own event. She said she's coming off pretentious, and bragging about money ain't cool. So it is what it is. So Kenya Moore ain't liking this Marlo, I'm fantasy, I got it all, baby. She's not liking that attitude at all. And plus, I guess she feels like she needs to check Marlo too as well, because she also called out Marlo for being rude and disrespectful to Drew. I was like, look at Kenya Moore sticking up for Drew Sidora. Like, Lord have mercy, what is going on? She said, you see, Marlo had the nerve to talk about that girl's bun. Marlo was dissing Drew Sidora's bun, baby, and talking about who wears. I haven't worn that in 50 years. I was like, Marlo, you in your 50s? But in any event, Kenya Moore was like, yeah, she's coming from that girl's bun, when she had that gastric surgery, to get some edges. And then she's still covering up her edges. She had them implants. She said, coming from a girl that just had that, terrible type of surgery with implants, and basically isn't for you to get implants so you can grow your edges and not to still have to wear a lace front wig over your edges. So you trying to tell me that Marlo had that crazy surgery, to bring her edges back, and she's still putting a lace front over that? Of course your edges gonna be gone, especially if they ain't doing it right. But in any event, why have the surgery if you're gonna still put a wig over it? Or maybe she's cutting it out where she don't need to do that. But in any event, Kenya Moore dragging the girl, talking about how can you talk about anybody's hair and anybody's bun when you had that implant surgery? Okay, girl. I was like, and Kenya Moore said, you just better buy yourself a chia pet, girl, and put that chia pet on top of your head and put the seeds and put some water on it, put some oil and some water and let it grow. Chia. I was like, what, Kenya? Kenya, why you dissing that girl like that? Oh, shit. I know Marlo was like, I know she didn't go there with me talking about I'm a damn chia pet. I know Marlo was feeling a certain type of way, but in any event, it was funny or whatever the case may be. But a chia pet, girl, she's talking about that surgery that you don't put going on Instagram and try to make a big thing out of it. It was barbaric. I was like, what? And you still wearing a lace front? Kenya is being shady. She's reading, she's reading Marlo down already. She said just had surgery, a chia pet surgery. And then Shereé got to be shady to Shereé. Said, well, Marlo said that you need to power wash your house, girl. And Kenya Moore says, I do power wash my house. But basically Marlo said that she loved Kenya to Shereé. And then now you got Marlo saying that she loved, you got Kenya saying she loved Marlo to Shereé. So in any event, Kenya Moore said, I don't know why she's so sensitive, because you dragging her very effortlessly. You dragging her just just dragging her. No real reason behind it, but you dragging her. Lord have mercy. You remember she's from Chicago. You better wake up. You better get up on the mic, baby. You better, step in and try to save whatever she got going on, because right now she still wants to be there. So they gonna need to do some work. You know what I mean? And then Shereé's basically dropping the tea that, Sidora, she left her phone and her sister had to come and pick up her phone. And Kenya Moore was like, girl, did you hear the news? Did you hear about Miss Kandi Burruss? Well, Kandi Burruss got some information from your girl, Drew Sidora. Drew Sidora's out here saying that you and her share the same assistant, and your assistant been out here talking crazy about you, girl, that you ain't got no money, that you ain't paying, and basically he don't really work for you. I was like, damn, it's like that. And I know Shereé's like, how come Kandi didn't tell me? So Kandi basically is gossiping about Shereé to Kenya Moore about what Drew said. Drew get the information from her assistant, runs and tell Kandi run and tell Kenya go ahead and tell the bone lady Shereé Whitfield. Kandi was like, well, that ain't none of my business, but yet you on the phone talking about it to Kenya. So in any event, the word done got out. But Kandi did tell Drew that she better go over there and talk to Shereé, but she should have told Drew that I talked to Kenya too, and Kenya gonna beat you to the punch, girl. It ain't gonna look good. But Kandi done got this she done stirred the pot in the situation, because in any event, she could have brought Drew and what's her name, Shereé, together and have the conversation and talk about this instead of spreading it out. And then now you get, Miss Shereé hearing it through third party, now fourth party. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna cause the situation anyway. And Kenya Moore is willing to give her that information. Like, girl, they still saying that you broke out here, that you ain't paying people. You still charging $5 for a picture, girl. What's happening? What's going on in that situation? But in any event, Kandi's out here running her mouth, and she's pulling the strings. So in any event, Kenya says, yeah, that Drew saying all this is what Drew told Kandi, and Kandi done told me. And then Shereé said, I don't even know who I know who she's talking about, but he don't really work for me like that. He comes by every now and then and do a job. Well, and then, Kenya Moore was like, well, it's messy over there at Drew's house. I was like, look at that shade, baby. She was like, it's messy over there at Drew's house. She got, assistants, firing assistants. She got a whole lot mess going on over there. Massages. I was like, Kandi. I was like, Lord have mercy. When it comes to Kenya was like, it's messy over there, baby. It's messy. And this show is messy because Ralph do not even care about the situation. Drew Sidora is the talk of the town, baby. They got her business spread out on a loaf. They got her business spread out on a slice of bread, baby. Just like butter, avocado, whatever you want to put on it. It is spread it out in the situation. I'm like, girl, like, now this is crazy. So in any event, Kenya was like, she needs to be worried about that. But you guys already know that Drew and Kenya basically said they're going to start over fresh or whatever the case may be. But that doesn't mean that Kenya Moore ain't going to tell Shereé. She knows Shereé longer than Drew, and she don't owe Drew nothing. You know what I mean? Drew didn't tell her. Kandi told her. Nobody told Kenya Moore that she can't tell, Shereé Whitfield. So she told her, baby. And I was like, and then Shereé talk about, oh yeah, she need to worry about what's going on in her situation. I was like, girl, but ain't nobody worried about what Anthony is saying. Anthony's the one that's saying you broke, that you don't pay him. He like, for real, for real. So Andy's gonna ski. I mean, Anthony's gonna ski out this situation, y'all. It's just crazy. Point blank, period. Like, for real, for real. Hey, what's up, Robin Walker? How you doing? What's going on? In your face. You Bugatti. Why you throwing shade? So in any event, so you got this little conversation going on, and then Sheree's feeling a certain type of way because Kenya Moore is saying, well, Drew said this to Kandi, and so now that created a obstacle, a opposition. That created a op for Shereé with her storyline. So Drew, you ain't really connected to nobody because Kandi's out here running your business, and then Kandi's out here looking up that ex-assistant, what she said online. Ex-assistant said, if I want him, I could have had him if I chose to. And she gonna read that shit to you on national TV. Kandi knows she's shady, y'all. She knows she would be horrified if somebody did that to her husband. Okay. They don't even want to face Phaedra and what's his name? Apollo. But Apollo gonna be in the building. Okay, so in any event, Kenya Moore definitely, was shading, and Sanya was on the other end listening to Kenya's shade, and she's laughing and everything. I know, like, yo, that's call her a chia pet. Like, you don't have that surgery and you still ain't got no edges. You still gluing on the side of your head. Now that's shady for real, for real. Chia. And you already know Sheree's a little bit embarrassed. Now, once again, she got that house looking good, but she ain't paying the people out in the street. Like, Lord. And Kandi out here just running her mouth, baby, telling the business, y'all. And so, here go Anthony. I don't know if this is the same Anthony from Basketball Wife, but look at his ass sitting up in there. And then Shereé is just looking like, I can't believe this. I'm gonna have to talk to her. I'm definitely gonna. Oh yeah, girl. Yes, you are, because you're gonna have a storyline, baby. Kandi done created some storylines. Candyman ready to go. She needs to focus on tour. I'm telling you, Cece, Drew had a bad day concerning Shereé. Shereé don't let a beef go. You already know. Not when it's a storyline, baby. She knows the deal. If I'm beefing with you, Kenya responded to Marlo shade. Oh, yes, she did. She definitely responded to Marlo shade, talking about she had a white refrigerator. She was running around driving Lisa Ray Core. So in any event, like, she killed that real quick with that chia pet. She said, once you just go get you a chia pet, put it on the side of your head, put some oil and water, and it shall grow. That's dirty. That is dirty, Kenya. So in any event, so we shall see how that situation all going to pan out. But in any event, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So then we get down to, Sidora and Ralph. It's just like, girl, like, this man, he knows that she's struggling. He knows that she's going through all types of shit. She's trying to get it together. But yet, he don't want to, really, he feels like if he gives into anything that she wants or says, that he's not being a man, that he's letting a woman control him and shit like that. You already know Ralph got these issues or whatever, superiority. He got superiority issues and things of that nature. But in any event, he's sitting there talking about he can't eat garlic makes him sick. And then Drew said, well, your mother told me that she puts garlic in your food, she lightly season it, and she got to cook, and she got people cooking the dinner, whatever. And he was like, I can't eat it because of garlic. And then he said, oh, the food tastes good. Like, this man don't never tell the damn truth. And then she goes, oh, what about the assistant? He goes, I fired her. And then Drew was like, so you ain't talking to her anymore? He goes, I didn't say that I was not talking to her anymore. We just not doing business. So therefore, you fired the girl for a reason. So after you fired her, what, you gonna keep her on for sympathy and payola? Like, you gonna keep talking to her? Like, so what's the big deal? She's just an assistant. She ain't nothing special. You know what I mean? why is it even a concern? You can basically say, okay, Drew, you feeling a certain type of way about this situation. I'm gonna drop her, but when I ask you to drop something, I want you to drop it too as well. So I'm compromising, and there's a time I'm gonna want you to compromise, and boom, bada bing. But no, not in this situation. He's saying he's still talking to her. Drew, did you tell this man that she said that she could have him if she wanted to? And Candy's going around showing people on her damn cell phone at the event that, ooh, look at Drew's husband, basically looking up all this information when Drew didn't even take the time to look it up. But Kandi, she got 1,800 jobs, she got babies, and she got a husband, but she got time to go find out who Drew Sidora assistant is and read that shit on camera. Like, Lord have mercy. Like, yo, so Ralph, we say we need a man to lead, but you ain't leading with this situation. You giving this situation clout. We got Drew talking about that she leaving, that she went to Chicago and everything, so it's causing the issue. You know that she done gain weight. You know that she done have beef. You know that she done been dragged on the show. You know that you've been dragged on the show. So therefore, there's an outside force, basically trying to act like she can get you when she want to and all this other stuff. And that's being a storyline. And you already got the creepy ass storyline from last season with the cameras and shit, going to the beach by yourself. You ain't gonna nip the shit in the buck and say you ain't gonna play with me. Ain't nobody else important than my wife. You gonna wait and tell her that she needs to tell you not to talk to her no more. But what if it was a man offering her a massage? What if it was a man that was sitting there on Instagram talking about, I can have juice to door when I want to, and your boys at the gym is showing you the text message of your wife? You would be crying, you be mad, you be beating up the shit up in the gym, you be driving 100 miles to get to the crib to cuss her the fuck out. So don't even play these games. So, in any event, he's a mess. He's a mess. He is a complete utter mess. You know what I mean? But Drew want to be with him. They both got issues. They both got problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, they both got all types of issues. I think that he's getting back at Drew because Drew brought her baby daddy in the picture on her first, season on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She brought her baby daddy in to look at her son, to talk to his son and shit like that and had him on camera. And I don't think that he appreciated that at all. And he didn't appreciate Drew's mother being in the house. He didn't appreciate that. He didn't appreciate a lot of stuff that Drew did. So in any event, he's using this woman like a little child to get back at Drew because he felt some type of way about that other man. You can't even tell me this insecure, this crazy, this deranged, allegedly all about himself, want another man stepping in. He don't want nobody to even think that she even had another man. He wanted, the world to be betrayed that that's his son in the house, and her bringing him on camera, giving him some shine. He had a problem. He did. He did. He's getting her back right now. Hey, what's up? What's up, CC Bravo? Having a ball this year. Yes, they all Robin. Lorraine, at least Drew wigs look better. They do. Her makeup look better too as well. Content, that man isn't gay. Ralph Robin Walker, Ralph wants to be Drew. That's oh God, Lord have mercy. She already said that she gonna try to work it out. You know what I mean? She's gonna try to work it out because right now the kids are small. They got a business going. They're trying to do things together, starting over, get to know another man. She probably think it's too difficult. Maybe they do have some good times that we don't see, or whatever the case may be. But you're talking about you walking around on eggshells, girl. And then why he gonna do the same? Why did you guys do the same shit that you did last season? Your anniversary dinner, you end up arguing there. He product placement for his friend in his shop, his clothes, and then y'all arguing there. So sometimes it's just like, I don't know if they actually telling the truth or this is fake, because you was making all these acting faces, and you know what I mean? Like, she loves him, he loves her, but I think that they have this own image of what one another should be like, and neither one of them are that person. It's like they don't even know each other. She didn't even know that he played football at Rutgers because it probably was a goddamn lie. But in any event, so they sitting at the table with this situation going on. And he was like, well, that doesn't mean I'm not doing any business with her. If you feel uncomfortable with her, then you tell me that you don't want me to work with her. Are you mad because of the way that she looked? And she's like, how does she look? And she got a big butt. And then Ralph goes, well, she's 50 years old. So Ralph is trying to say she's 50 years old. I'm not attracted to her. I don't see her that way. Maybe he feels sorry for her. Maybe she's a mother figure because he got mother issue, daddy issue. So do you too, Drew. But in any event, they got a whole lot of shit to work on other than they need to work on self first, because we done seen the immaturity that go on. Drew is getting so old. Drew's looking like she's in her damn 50s messing around with this man. Drew look old this season, y'all. Drew look like she aged 10 years because of this man. Like, girl, if he's making you look old, you gotta go, because that means that he's shortening your life. For real. Like, girl, you looking old. Everybody look younger than Drew on this show. Like, come on, And so, you got this situation. He goes, well, you the only one that got a problem with. What if she got a problem with her and she's your wife and she's supposed to be what? You said God first and then yourself and then Drew and then the kids. Well, if she's supposed to be third in your goddamn life, she's telling you that she don't like this assistant, she don't like the whole situation, point blank, period. You should call her off. Why you got to keep holding on? Why you got to hold on to strangers? Was she not good enough? You know what I mean? Or is the situation is Ralph doesn't want to give in because he feels like if he gives in to her, she's going to be trying to call shots, and he don't want no woman to have any say so or any control over his life, because he did not like the way his mother and his father ended and how that happened and how they were poor and how he was homeless and all this other stuff because his mother didn't do what she's supposed to do. So therefore he ain't gonna listen to no woman, because when he had to listen to a woman, they had strife in their life. And that's why he needs some counseling. He need a whole hell of a lot of counseling. And Drew, you can't save him. He got to save himself. He got a whole lot of issue. They be talking about we got daddy issue. This whole dude got a whole mommy issue. His life ain't never been as great as it is with you, and he's just basically taunting you because he don't know how to be happy. He don't know if the happiness is gonna last. He don't know if the happiness is gonna stay. He don't know if this is real, and he's trying to control it each and every way instead of letting it flow, instead of giving in. He feel like if he don't have control over everything, it's gonna fall apart, because with his mother it fell apart. They were homeless. She didn't pay the rent, so he's trying to hold on to the whole. He's holding on to his past and he's holding on to his present and mixing it together, and it's a struggle for any like newness to come in. Like, so it's a problem. Yeah, his issues is bad, y'all. What's up, Gucci? What's up, Gucci? That dress was a mess, for real, for real. They started off singing gospel. I mean, seriously, at some point, your wife gotta be 50. This man's a mess. Yes, his wife is. That's a good point, CC. That his wife is gonna be 50. He said because she's 50, she don't look good enough. Like, you already know he don't find Drew that attractive, because every time that he's with other housewives, he be looking at them and just be like, and he looked back at his wife like he's comparing her body, and she's already having these problems because she gained weight and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be there with her. But in any event, yeah, so he's sitting there just playing like, Drew, tell him. He said, tell me. And she said, I don't want to tell you. I don't want to say, because if I do, and if it's a mistake, Drew, how can it be a damn mistake if you don't want him around this woman and you don't like the things that she texted him and he texted her about a massage and everything? Tell him you don't like it. Don't be scared, because what if it don't? What's supposed to work out with him and this 50-year-old woman and this woman when they got? What type of business are they doing? What type of money she putting up in his pocket? Is she tricking out on your man? Is he dancing around in a thong for her on FaceTime? Like, what's going on, girl? Like, what you need? Tell that mother sucker, no, I don't want her around. Don't have no don't regret, stand in your shit, girl. That's the problem. You don't stand in what you believe in. You don't like this. You don't like the way it's feeling. You don't like that Kandi's out here getting info and bringing it to you and bringing it to people that you ain't even friends with. You know what I'm saying? And you don't like it. And he's sitting there defending it. And he's trying to get back at you for everything last season, girl. So in any event, tell him if what can she do? What she's a millionaire? If she's a millionaire, she wouldn't be his assistant. Okay, well, she got connections. Okay, he needs to find his own connection. Stop depending on a woman that is making your wife uncomfortable. Okay, but in any event, it is what it is. I mean, it's just like a whole mess. And he goes, you the only one that got a problem. She was like, I'm scared to tell you not to be friends with her. And then she goes, I don't want you to resent me. And he goes, I already resent you for multiple things. I was like, damn, he resent her for multiple things and he ain't even telling her what it is. He ain't even getting it off his chest. They ain't even having conversations and talking about it. It seems like they both have very negative association with conversation with one of another. She said that she's on eggshells because she's afraid to talk to him and tell him things because she don't know how he's gonna go off. He admits to being an asshole because he's crazy. Like he needs real therapy, and he's looking at Drew like she is the one that's gonna bring him down because he feels like his mother brought down his father. You know what I mean? And it wasn't that. They both had substance abuse issues and mental issues, and it was a hard time back then. And if they had guidance, you wouldn't have been homeless. If they had protection, you wouldn't have been homeless. If they didn't have generational curse, y'all wouldn't have went to that. Your father wouldn't have died at an early age because of alleged, hard living and hard life and you being separated from your father. You know what I mean? So now you get with this woman and you want her to be a rag dog for you. And then Drew, she got issues of identity. She got issue of confidence, and she got issues as well. So everything gets under, she gets nervous about things. She wants things to look perfect, but no, just be yourself, Drew. That's it. Just be yourself. Stop trying to be this person, that person, this person. Stop trying to do all that. Then you got Ralph talking about he's a people pleaser. So what you gonna tell me? You stop being a people pleaser and now you're gonna be yourself. So you put on a whole show for this woman to marry you. So you act like you was a people pleaser and you was catering to her needs, and then now that you're married and got these kids, now you want to show the real you. Like, what's going on? Like, do these people even know each other? Robin Walker, she needs to kick him to the curb. Hey, darling, what's going? Seems like they're not feeling each other like they used to. It's the TV show. It's everything. It's all the issues that he have, because the way that he comes out, the way that he can't feel any empathy for her, and they're having this conversation. He's telling her to choose, and and he's the leader of the family, but he ain't leading. That's what I'm going to try to tell you. He ain't leaving. He ain't leading at all. And she said, and then when he said, I resent you for multiple things, he's sitting on TV telling you he resents your ass, girl. Oh, Lord. So this is why he's making it hard for you. This is why I said the reason why he's still in contact with this woman, the reason why he's sending them text messages, the reason why he's leaving his phone out, the reason why he's doing all that is he thinks that he needs to punish her for something that she did, as far as the things I said earlier. So basically it's taunting her like, oh, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. Oh, I might like somebody else. And you already got these insecurities. I'm ugly. I'm fat. I've been fat shamed. I'm this, I'm that. And then she got Marlo telling her, when the last time you done had a gig? Lord, help me, Jesus. Lord, help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. And so we got Kandi. She's getting the bag. She's doing her play. We talked about this not last year, but a lot of months ago. I put the video up of the play and everything on this particular channel. So in anything, Kandi's looking good in the yellow. The yellow with the bananas is looking good. Todd is so short. He got to jump on top of the can on top to have a conversation so the cameraman can get him in the picture. Lord have mercy. He must be packing as short as he is. But in any event, You know, I know, yeah. I know, I be talking crazy. I be talking crazy. I know. Oh yes, he did. See, they be wilding. Yes, yo, they're wilding. Like that whole situation. You know, I'm just gonna really talk about. You know, we gonna on my other channel. We're gonna sit. And we're gonna talk about. You know, Ralph. This is all from childhood. Everything you see with Ralph is all from childhood. And he's bringing that on, and then you got Drew thinking that she can save a mother sucker. Oh, I'ma just be nice. I ain't gonna say nothing while she dying inside and gaining weight and shit like that. You know what I mean? Her image is what pays her. And she's losing that behind this crazy ass man. Like, Lord, with these cameras and shit, I will bust each and every one of them goddamn cameras in that house. I would spray paint it. It would be like we're on the wire. But I know I'm so mean about talking about him being short, Lord. So in any event, I don't mean to. I just be joking. I like these people. I like each and every one of them. They all bring a little bit of spice, sugar, honey, iced tea, aka Felicia Butler. So let's see where we at. Okay. All right. So Kandi basically she's getting all this good news, girl. She is working. We already know she working. She stay working. She stay with a bag. She stay with that Monte. She stay with a deal. She stay with a job. She stay with everything, baby. And the Shy is about to premiere too as well. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kandi and the gang, girl, do what you do. But in any event, at this time and point, she's telling Todd like, baby, like, you know, I just got, you know, the man's play, whatever the shit that she got going on, it is popping. And, you know, she feels like Todd is jealous because he's not a part of it. So he can't go around and throw his weight around in New York and act like he's the boss man, because we don't already heard from Mama Joyce. We don't already heard, you know, from your daughter, your stepdaughter, Riley, that like to think that you're something special in Atlanta. This is what they said. I don't know, Toy. I don't know them people. They know you. You married, okay, into that family. This is what the hell they said about you not too long ago. Shit, it was even recently as as in a few episodes of Kandi and the Gang. But in any event, Toy, baby, you know, Kandi was like, yo, you know, you doing all this shit. I'm going to need you at home more because he's trying to go to Miami. And Kandi is not trying to hear Todd take his ass to Miami. And she was like, I'm going to need you to help around here more. I'm going to need you to be around here a little bit more. I'm going to need you, baby. And he was like, yo, she was like, he be taking multiple vacations. He was like, well, it's a weekend here or there, and he was like, "You be gone for a month." Kandi's like, "Yo, you disrupting the flow of stuff," and Kandi's acting like when she be gone for a month, she ain't disrupting the flow. But the last episode, you told us that y'all ain't sleeping together. So is there some resentment going on in this marriage too as well? Kandi ain't got time to sleep with her man, but she got time to, you know, go away for a month. Like, what he gonna do? He gonna pleasure himself for a whole month by himself? Like, okay, yeah, right. That's why we got NDAs out here in these streets. So in any event, he wants to go to Miami, and she wants to know why. And then Kandi's feeling a little bit jealous about, you know, his apartment, that he got his condo because he was there with another woman before. That was like 20 years ago. So she got an attitude about the situation. And so, you know, like I said, Todd already had money. Todd was out here buying condos 20 years ago. What was you doing out there in New York? And any event, Kandi feels like the pool room is basically trash. They got junk and all types of shit stacked up on stack. But in any event, all that shit she got down there, we can all make some money off of that. We could sell all that. Bet you was in, well, it don't look like it's in good condition from here. But in any event, you know, it ain't real junk, I guess. But so, you know, he's talking about his apartment, his condo. He want to bring some of the furniture that's, you know, floating around the pool house. I mean, this whole pool house is packed stacked with all types of junk, all types of just things. Why is this shit still blowed up? How come that ain't aired out, put into a squeeze basket or something, or a squeeze plastic bag? They don't even got the shit covered up. They don't got the furniture covered up. Hopefully, they got heating out there and everything. But in any event, it's a mess. And Kandi feels like Todd, ain't taking care of his business over here at the house because he's too busy worried about his condo, something that he had before her. And she's feeling a certain type of way. And Kandi was like, I don't even got the keys. Girl, he ain't never gave you the keys to his condo, and he got the keys to your house. I was like, okay, he's letting you know that, that's his special private memory. That's his memories of when he was young, when he was free, when he wasn't bowed down into you, when he didn't have to prove to the world that he is somebody, not just a money grabber or a sugar baby. Okay. So in any event, that place in New Jersey where he go, he unwinds and probably hope he probably never think about you, girl. And Kandi, she's acting like he be doing that. The way she's talking about, well, my name ain't on it. Why your name need to be on it? His name ain't on the damn house, Kandi. Would you just being overly greedy? And he was like, well, my name ain't on this house. He was like, my name ain't on this house. And Kandi said, I don't even got the keys. Kandi changed that conversation real quick. And Kandi was acting like, I don't even want to go up in that house, that condo, because he was there with somebody else. And he was like, girl, I moved up into this house and you ain't even flipped over the mattress, and all the freakiness was going down. So basically, he said he can smell a sex in the house. He was saying the mattress was all worn out, that he can feel it, that you did this. He imagined what you was doing up in that house. Whatever you done did with him, you done did with everybody else, and that mattress is worn. And he done came in there and laid right on top of it because he know that there was going to be a Powerball ticket at the end, and he got it. When Todd said she didn't even flip the mattress, I was like, Todd is throwing shade. Todd is throwing mad shade. Todd is basically saying, yeah, y'all think she's a freak. Nah, she really is a freak. Todd is really saying that she is a freak, y'all. He was like, she didn't even flip the mattress. Was there stains on it and shit? Todd, what's going on? How did that mattress look? Kandi, he's out here telling all your freakiness business, girl. It's like, I can't. I can't. No, he did not say that. I was like, no, he didn't. No, Todd said she didn't even flip the mattress when he came. And Kandi said, I feel like you care about that condo more than you care about that house because that house is his. And he's feeling abandoned. And Kandi says that he want to be a part of this project. So basically, Kandi is basically saying that she's tired of you, Todd, riding off of her coattails. She done already got you a couple of jobs. This is for her, okay? I can't with the situation. But in any event, we have Marlo Hampton. She sits down with Kandi Burruss, and baby, she throw her some shade too as well. When Marlo pulled up to go see Kandi at her studio, she said, this must be a really bad neighborhood. Look at all the fences. Look at all the jailhouse gates that she got up on here. It must be torturous neighborhood. I was like, girl, Marlo, you just told us you grew up in the projects. That shouldn't have been nothing but normal to you. But excuse me, if I was Marlo, I would throw shade too, because Kandi's concerned how you getting your money, when you getting your money, and all that. But in any event, Marlo was like, this is a rough area. Shit. Kandi would do anything not to pay no real money for no real property, no real expensive neighborhood. That's what, Miss Marlo Hampton is saying. Miss Marlo Hampton was throwing shade too. And Kandi was like, I wasn't really saying nothing bad about you at your event. I was just like, how you get your money? How do you afford all this? None of your damn business. And in any event, Marlo tells Kandi, well, tell everybody I work at Magic City on Fridays, and I also pay Uncle Sam. So we got Marlo taking shots at Kandi Burruss because, Kandi Burruss still got this looming, lingering tax debt of $20,000 that she's been owing for the past year now. So Marlo threw shade and was like, yo, listen, I pay Uncle Sam. Basically, she said, I got legit money, girl. Yes, this whole place right here looks like, it could be the OLG with with the sinks backing up with no generator, and it looks just like that situation. But I would say this, I did like this outfit that Marlo had on. Marlo with this short wig on, baby. Is her edges out in here, or does she have on a lace front with edges? Lord have mercy. But in any event, I think this was a cute look that Marlo had on. She came with the fashion, baby. She came with the fashion, sitting here talking to Kandi as well. She came with the fashion. And basically, she's questioning Kandi about how come I can't come over to your house and we can have family night, dinner night, and all this other stuff. But Kandi kids are small girl. Your kids are grown kinda, you know what I mean? But what Marlo's basically trying to say is, since I'm stepping in to be a mother, you know what I mean? Like, can we go on play dates and do different things together that maybe you can do with the kids? You got this, looming family. What about Todd's daughter? What about, your oldest daughter, Riley? Maybe, I could be a part of that. And so you can see Marlo being vulnerable at this moment, basically looking for Kandi to care. And she basically says, Kandi, thank you, because you're the only one that sent me cash apps and birthday gifts for my nephew's graduations and birthday parties. You're the only one that do that. So Kandi knows the bare minimum of the things to do. Like, what is the proper etiquette for people that are your friends and things to do? And that's basically amazing that she does that without being asked to be doing it. But in any event, so that's a good. So it seems like Marlo is trying to open up to Kandi and want to have more of a friendship. But Kandi said that she don't trust her yet. She's like, we don't went some ways, and then Marlo used to date Kandi Burruss' god brother, and and then Marlo was out here saying, I got some things on Kandi or whatever the case may be, and so and then what went down with Porsha, last season, and Kenya too as well. I never really thought that they really liked that, Kandi really liked Marlo like that. She gave her a shot, and I don't think Marlo really liked Kandi, but at this moment, she's bearing her heart. And any event, Marlo got questions where, I don't know if I should buy my nephews this or that because, they should know what the struggle is. And Kandi said, girl, Black kids should not know what the struggle is. Childhood and Black kids should not be synonymous with struggle. And that's true. But a lot of Black kids are struggling. A lot of Black kids would end up, in the foster care system like Marlo's nephews would if Marlo didn't take care of them. And she's been with them for 3 years. So, she's serious about the situation. But in any event, yes, Kandi did make a good point that all Black kids don't have to struggle as long as you're buying them things that they want and you having a good lifestyle for them as far as having a roof over their head and a safe environment, no other, entities that are in the neighborhood that are harassing or bothering your kids. They feel safe at home. That's wonderful. Only do the things that you can afford to do. Don't go broke. Well, Marlo got a little bit more money than a lot of other people, and Kandi Burruss got a whole lot of other money. So her kids are not going to know the struggle because she's so far removed from struggling. You know what I mean? But in any event, this was a good conversation. And Marlo's basically calling Kandi out to be more of a friend to her. And Kandi is not really hearing that request because she's not feeling Marlo. And then we got Sidora getting ready to go out. She's all dressed up. I don't even know who did her hair, girl. But who did our outfit, y'all? Somebody done styled you. I'm tired of these people styling you not right, but it is what it is. So you got this situation. And so, we got the guys going out. So you got Ralph, you got Ross, Sonya's husband, and you got Todd talking that out here eating, baby. And we got Ross talking about, oh, I heard you the man I need to know, Todd. I heard you like you the mayor of Atlanta. Todd loved that shit because Mama Joyce said Todd be trying to throw his weight around and act like he's somebody in Atlanta. And that's why half of the people in Atlanta don't like him. I was like, oh, Mama Joyce. And she said that shit recently. So in any event, they out eating and they talk about the situation. The food looked good, it was good service, but that ain't the shit that we seen on TV. But I guess when the boss man comes in, because Todd will try to fire you even though he got to go through Kandi and everybody else first. He will try to get you up out the door. So They bring up the messages. Ralph is basically lying once again. Oh no, it wasn't nothing serious. It wasn't nothing serious. It was like she's talking about a massage therapist, and I couldn't find a massage therapist. Todd is so Todd is like, so you gonna tell me you couldn't find a massage therapist? There was none around available. So in any event, Todd is basically calling out, Ralph on his bullshit, talking about, it's so hard to find a massage therapist, but you know what I mean? Like, and then she's offering him a massage, and Todd was like, come on, you couldn't find one? Ralph said, yeah, his assistant, she asked me about the massage, or did I get the massage, or she'll give me the massage, or did I get a massage? And I said, no, it's men, we don't really think about that. Basically, we don't take care of ourselves. But Todd was like, come on, that's bullshit. Like, you gonna respond to that? Oh, I'm a man, LOL. That's why, I can't do that. Basically saying he can't do it because he's a man. His nature's gonna rise. He's gonna want some of that big old booty that she got spread it around, or it's inappropriate because he knows it's inappropriate. So he's trying to laugh it off, but he's been flirting with this girl. That's why she feels so comfortable and offering him a personal massage. And Todd switched up the story. Was like, that's not what I heard. So basically, Ralph has been called out in every episode as a liar. So, Todd was like, well, I heard she said that she wanted to give you a massage and you respond this way as far as flirting as at the same time. And then Ralph changed the subject, was like, well, how come? Then Todd was like, well, I don't know why Kandi don't want me to have my condo. Then Ralph goes, these women don't want us to have nothing. Like, what? Your wife is doing everything to make sure that your business is out there. You just promoted your friend's, shop on the show. And then you're a tech person. We're always talking about tech. And then the video, because, she's trying to lose weight for you and everything else like that. So basically now, and your body's all in shape. So you healthy and you got the body and everything. And so therefore, boom, let me do a weight fitness drop pounds with Drew. That's making money off your wife. First, you guys were holding Sunday church and shit in the house, and I don't know what happened to that. I don't know if you guys were collecting Cashapp donations for the church plate, but boy, you be making you be doing everything. So Todd called him out on that situation. Todd definitely called him out on that situation. and then all Ralph can say is, oh, they don't want us to have nothing. That's all he got out the situation. Like, it's just like, oh, come on, Todd. I mean, come on, Ralph. Like, that's all you get out. Oh, they don't want us to have nothing. Everything that you have is through, when it comes to public persona and media, it's through your wife and being on the show that your wife is on, that she got there because she's an actress and she knows some of these people and they threw her on the show. And then by default, you're her husband. So you on the show and now you're capitalizing off everything you can capitalize off of. What you mean she don't want you to have nothing? She's doing everything that you want her to do. You know what I mean? Like, miss me with all that craziness. So now he got these people to come up. Look at these people. They look like they really gonna dress the girl Drew. They look like they really gonna pull her. They gonna make her look nice and make her look good. No, the makeup artists, the stylists, and whoever these people are, they came there and did that woman. Like, what did they try to make that woman look like? Like, what's going on? Look what Drew had. Look at this dress that they styled her with. The hair is fine. The makeup's fine. What kind of dress is this? Was she gonna go ice skating? Where the hell is she going in this dress that don't look right, that don't compliment her body, that she's walking in it uncomfortable as well, and it looks cheap at the same damn time? Like, was she going to a ball? Where is she going? She's going to a photo shoot. Where is she going? Like, is she going to the Capitol? Like, is she going to, like, where is she going with this dress on and with what she has on that looks uncomfortable, and the split is all the way up to the top? She ain't 25 years old. She ain't got a body like an 18-year-old, and plus she's trying to get her body in shape and she can't even do squats, and you're gonna put her up in this dress, but she look like she's humpy and dumpy in this dress walking, and then like she don't feel sexy in this shit that she got on. There's no way, because it looks uncomfortable and it looks itchy and scratchy, and it looks like they had to tape, fit, pull, and everything. And if you're gonna hire people to dress your wife, why they dress her like this? Why did these stylists bring this dress? And Drew, why did you agree to wear this dress? Why? I just don't get it. Lord have mercy. Help me, Jesus. What's up, Raheem Charles? How you doing? Ralph is looking for an excuse. You already know Ralph is a mess. FAH. Bravo. Put those question marks all over him. Point blank, period. Yes, they did. Here you go, Shade. I'm Shade. Hey, darling. Ralph is looking for an excuse to cheat or for when he get caught. You, where is it going to dance with? Yes, I was thinking that. There you go. That was in the back of my mind when I seen this. Was he trying to make her look like she was dancing with the stars with Kenya Moore? Is he trying to dress her like Kenya Moore, Lord? Are these guys over here lushing after Kenya Moore? Because we don't already heard and already seen in the previews that Todd is gonna have, he's gonna be talking to Kenya in a very sexy way. Okay. Okay. And Lorraine, hello everyone. Welcome to the chat. Thank you, Lorraine. Much love to your sister. I appreciate you. Cece. So in any event, she got this outfit going on. Like, the pocketbook's cute, but and then the jacket don't even go with the dress. Why ain't the jacket like green, silver? Why ain't the jacket like sparkly and shit? You know what I mean? Why does she got like a plain white jacket like she's about to be a waiter and shit? Like, yo, why Ralph be doing this? I think Ralph did this shit on purpose because he already asked her, do she use the same glue for her wigs, for her nails and her eyelashes? Like, I can't with him. And look at him. He's acting like you did something big, boy. Like, oh boy. Like you don't taunt this woman with your assistant. And then you say you fire her, but you didn't fire her. She's out here talking smack. And now this is a talk of the show that you were on about this assistant. And everybody comes before Drew. That's what it looked like. And then why you keep lying? But in any event, he put his homeboys, shop on the on Bravo. So that's a good look. That's a good look. And this does look nice and shit like that. It looks nice or whatever, but it quickly takes a turn for the worse as usual. Ralph, she was like, "Where we at?" He was like, "Well, we at my boy spot." Drew, you don't know where he be hanging at, so he be sitting in a lounge chilling, at the shop where they be selling clothes and suits and all that other shit, and you ain't never been there before. Did somebody just hand Ralph $500 and say, "Hey, listen, shoot a scene here"? I can't with Ralph and Drew. I can't with them. But in any event, so they sitting down there at the table, and Ralph says, sometimes I can be an asshole, but he wants to be the best husband that he wants to be. He wants to be the best father that he can be. Ralph wants him to let that's what he said. So it should, and then he said he didn't want to talk about anything else. Then it goes left. At that moment, should have left it there. Sidora sometimes put her foot in her mouth. You know what I mean? You already know last season the same thing happened. So in any event, don't even have the conversation with him. Just enjoy the dinner. Talk about dumb shit. Let your husband look more stupid and let him come up with the lies, telling us a story. Maybe he'll tell us about his days at Ruckus. You know what I mean? Well, you should just sit there and just let him say what he needed to say, because now it was like, oh, you the bad person. You did this. And, he's throwing shade. So in any event, he goes, I just wanted to let you know that I'm putting Ralph first, God, then my wife. And so basically he said he had it backwards, and Drew was like, I didn't think that you had it backwards. And Ralph said, I was a people pleaser. Okay, yeah, he was pleasing her and doing everything else until he was all the way in, girl. And so Drew says that, I want to talk to you about certain things, but it's like walking on eggshells. It's like, I don't know the wrath I'm going to get. And when somebody says some shit like that, that means that you got mood swings, different, behavioral issues, and you need behavioral modification, because for 1 minute you go from 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 instead of being calm and understanding as an adult, as a man, as a father, as a businessman, as everything else that you're trying to put out here as a bed of God, of Christ, and all this other crap. You can't even control, your emotions. So why am I listening to a man that can't control his emotions? Okay, when that's the first thing they say about us. Okay, but in any event, Ralph said that he was going to schedule an appointment with the doctor so Drew can learn how to speak to a man. And basically, I think he said this to her because she goes, I want to talk to you, but sometimes it's like I'm walking on eggshells. And so Ralph basically is feeling like Drew is disobeying him. And when he said, let's leave the problems at home, by her saying that, I want to say things. I want to have conversations with you, but we have a problem with communication. It feels like I'm walking on eggshells. He took that as a shot that basically she's saying that, you know, she's fearful, she's scared, she don't know what she's going to get from him. And he's basically feeling like, yo, this is not the moment to do that. So in any event, he goes off on her. She don't know when's the right moment to say anything. Maybe she's doing the shit for the cameras, or maybe she feels safe talking this shit to him while there's securities and cameras around. Who knows? They be doing too much fakery, so who knows how their relationship really is? You know what I mean? I could see Drew and Ralph just sitting around plotting. But in any event, moving on from that situation, and then Drew goes, I will pay, you know, for the counselor to tell you how to talk to a woman. And she's just like, she's making these faces, is making me think that, okay, this is a little bit acting going on. They just seem very uncomfortable. And and then, you know, Ralph goes, well, the doctor said that you're gonna throw little zingers in there. And she's like, zingers, basically throwing shade at him and not giving him the full respect, but throwing a shot at him, basically pointing out something bad. So Drew does have a habit of pointing out your shortcomings when she got a whole bunch of them. Ask her friends on the show. Oh, what friends on the show? Okay, so then moving on from that situation, Ralph gets upset. And then, you know, Drew said, well, the doctor says that you're a maniac. I was like, oh shit. Why did the doctor say did your doctor really call your husband a maniac? To use them words to understand the term, you know, like we may say maniac, just saying like he crazy, but not like, you know, crazy. Now you got somebody that's licensed, that's a doctor, I think, right? They got a PhD or a psychiatrist say that you're a maniac from the things that you express, then that's a problem, baby. I wish somebody would call my husband a maniac that's a doctor. I'd be like, you know, is it safe? Shit. A maniac, unless the doctor don't understand. Now, is this a doctor understands, you know, black people? Is it the lady that was outside in their yard doing therapy with their ass, you know, her first season? Who is this person that's calling him a freaking maniac? Your doctor call you a maniac, then there's a problem. You need to go get help. And you know, and Ralph was like, you know what a maniac means? You know, you're saying this. So Ralph is basically saying you're bashing me. You're making me seem like I'm a crazy black guy. You're making it seem like I'm just the worst and I got psychological issues and problems and I'm trying to do business. How can you say that on national TV, mother sucker? How can you act like a assistant is somebody special to your ass and you gonna keep talking to her like it's all good and act like you can't check that situation? Okay, but in any event, he goes off. So, you know, and he gets up and he walk away. He let her eat that food by herself. He probably said, I hope she get even fatter. You know what I mean? Just let her eat that food. This man is really, you know, kind of tired of Drew. And if Drew don't fall in line, you know, he's going to torture her until she falls in line. And also, Drew got to be willing to stand her ground and speak up for herself as well. If you letting if you letting your husband walk all over you and not speaking back and not talking back and not checking him and telling him, hey, listen, your tone, this is emotional. This behavior needs to be corrected because I want to speak to you. I want to talk to you. We need to be able to communicate. So, like, sometimes you're going to have to go into that fire and deal with the behavior of your husband because he has a whole lot of issues from childhood, from his mother, from his father. So therefore, he's going to feel like you are the enemy because you represent his mother in his head, because now he has a safety pin. He's afraid that safety pin is going to leave like the safety pin left him and his mother when they were homeless. So therefore, sometimes you're going to have to like swim through that fire and basically let them see like, hey, listen, do you see this behavior? You know, this has to be something private if you really want this marriage to work. And then hopefully that he will see his behavior as well, because he got issues. He got a whole lot of damn issues. He got too many issues. And, you know, he gets fed up and he shuts down real quick, bouncing and leaving your wife, leaving your kids last season and going, you know what I mean? Running, you know, the emotion, like they say that we're emotional. They say that we don't want to face the truth. He ran from the dinner. He ran and went down there on his birthday and bounced. So he's emotional. He doesn't want to have the conversation. Even though he asked her not to have that conversation, she chose to anyway. You be a man and you lead in that conversation. And let's get something. Maybe we can work this out and freak it all night. You know what I mean? But in any event, that's the situation. And when he walked out, he was going to vent and release with that woman. You already know that's why he ain't trying to let that woman go. Hey MJ, I'm sure he behaves the same way when they were dating. He said he was a people pleaser, girl. He said he was a people pleaser, so he stopped that people pleasing relationship long time ago. He ain't another relationship. I know. But in any event, Ralph has major issue. Yes, he does. If your doctor's calling you a maniac and your doctor's black, then she know. Okay. He was like, I'm gonna talk to doctor, doctor this boy. You need more than that. So, basically that's the situation. I'm going to, if you guys want to jump on the StreamYard, let me know. If you want to call in and tell me your thoughts on the show, you can call in. I'll put the number on the screen, baby. Thank you guys for coming through. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. But please don't forget to check out. Thank you guys for coming through. Please don't forget to like. I don't even know what's going on. Please don't forget to, go to my new YouTube channel. That's what I'm gonna be dropping. I drop a lot of information over there as well, and videos. What's going on? I done already explained to you guys, like, this channel is having some issues trying to get it together over here. But in the meantime and in between time, what's current and what's going on, I'm dropping on my new channel. I'm live over there a lot too as well. As you can see, look into the chat room. You can see my new channel link. Please subscribe, and thank you guys that already subscribed, that are here today. Thank you for subscribing to the new channel. But please subscribe to the new channel, because I will be going over there. I go over there and go live. I really want to talk about this other situation, y'all, with marriage, love, and Huntsville on that channel, because I want to be me. So in any event, yes, I know that I was talking about you, Gucci. A lot of you guys had already, subscribed to that channel. Let me see. And a lot of current events, and also continuing updates on different stories that may be on this channel. The following up is on the other channel as well. The follow-ups and the updates with some stories that you see on Mary Jane Creation TV, on Mary Jane TV. It's more current stuff and things, that I talk about or whatever. And I go live over there, okay, baby? Because this channel is having some issues and some problems, baby. YouTube is doing what it do, baby, over here to your girl Mary Jane TV Creation. So it is what it is. We got to work it out. We got to hash it out. We got to see what I can do. But in any event, that's the situation. So I just want to let you guys know I'm over there. If you don't see current content on this channel, it's because the current content and much more content is on Mary Jane TV. The link is in the chat box, the chat room, baby. But the numbers on the phones, the numbers on the screen. So if any of you guys want to, thank you, Cece. I appreciate that. Hey, darling, I didn't know your new channel. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's what happened, because right now I'm having some issues with YouTube, trying to work some things out. Right now, this channel, is going through a lot of trials and tribulations with YouTube as far as monetization, as far as, videos being approved. There's a whole lot of things that are going on with this channel, so that's why I'm on the other channel. So thank you so much. I appreciate sometimes, I bring it up or I post on my community wall. So some of the update videos that I do on my other channel, I post on this community wall as well. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. Did I put the number on the screen? Yes, I did. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, darling, so much. But yes, this was a good episode. You know what I mean? The dramas is stored, and we seeing how everything is going to we see how everything is going to, come to fruition as far as Kenya Moore and Marlo Hampton, baby. Next episode, Shereé is going to be called out by Sidora, basically talking about Anthony and saying that Shereé is not out here paying Monte, baby. That Shereé is not out here paying her bills. I believe it. I mean, like, as far as when it comes to, could there be a possibility that Shereé's not paying her bills, to people? Yes. Because of, past history and past things. But to say Anthony's telling the truth, especially if it's the same Anthony from Basketball Wives. But Anthony's saying that he don't work with Shereé because Shereé don't pay her bills. Then Shereé's gonna come back with her tea about whatever the case may be. So they're gonna have this little confrontation, baby. I'm just like, okay, so we gonna see. And then it seems like Drew and Sanya are getting along well, and Sanya has called Drew. Drew, like what look does Drew like? Okay, this looks kind of young on Drew. It's just the eyeliner at the bottom, but she don't look ugly. The hat don't look ugly, but it's just okay. Her hair matches her phone. Drew's not a bad person at all, but Drew just sometimes just miss the mark when it comes to people, when it comes to clothing, when it just comes to it. She's trying her best. You would think that, damn, she's been in Hollywood, but she don't know shit about Hollywood or TV. But in any event, Sanya calls her and let her know that she was in an accident. They seem like they're still pretty cool, but I don't know if it's going to last because everybody ain't going to really be. Once Shereé get into the situation, it's going to be crazy. We got Kenya Moore having her party for the baby. Kenya Moore looking fearless, looking beautiful, looking gorgeous, looking the best as it can be. And, somebody writes on a card, Kandi was out here giving fellatio in the locker room. Lord have mercy. Why would they embarrass Kandi like that and give her that card? But Kandi had her mama booty out here on Kandi and the Gang. So I was like, what? This is embarrassing. Like Marlo's feeling a certain type of way. Marlo broke down and was basically looking for, an olive branch to send to Kandi so Kandi and her kids, can hang out. And we have Sanya being dragged by a tractor trailer truck. Girl, why are you on the phone? You should be laying on the ground waiting for the ambulance to come pick you up. A tractor trailer truck, girl. You can buy that property for free in Atlanta that your husband is looking for, okay? Like, shit. You should have been laying on that ground. Talking about a tractor trailer drug, SUV, big old. I would still be in that van, be laid out on the floor. I roll over in the grass, put my cell phone light on and wait for the ambulance to come get me. Hey, Mary Jane, you doing Basketball Wife? Yes, I am. It's just a lot going on with both channels and everything. So yes, I'm gonna be doing all the shows I usually do, except for I don't know about when it comes to what's that show? Marriage Boot Camp and Black Ink Crew. Like Marriage Boot Camp and Black Ink Crew is kind of like but definitely Basketball Wife, definitely Love and Marriage Huntsville, and definitely Love and Marriage DC, baby. So in any event, thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate y'all. Raheem Charles, what's good with you? Kandi better tread softly. I got the tea on Marlo. Lord have mercy, girl. What's the tea, baby? Let us know. Because it's going down. But thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I got to drop some more information that I got videos of, not just talk videos on the other channel. Hopefully you guys caught up to the recent, tea with Monique Samuels. And I got to drop some other tea on Scrappy and that whole situation. That shit is looking bad with Scrappy and Bambi. But in any event, much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Yeah, CC, tell it, baby. Tell it. Jump on the stream line. Call the phone line. Tell us the tea. CC, we here. We here, girl. Okay, that sounds good. But the number is on the screen. If you guys got any stories, things that you want me to talk about, you got an exclusive, you got information that you want to send me somewhere to see, or you want to send it to me, the number that you see on the screen, baby, that's the number that you can drop all the tea, have a conversation, give me information, videos, everything. So the number on the screen, 401, baby, hit it up. Good night, y'all.